specifics again.
Okay, it's 1985, 3.8 stars. The tagline is "Take the oath, join the adventure." The clue is the writer of this film has an Academy Award for producing. The keywords are escaped prisoner, candy bar. Laura says 12. You can go 11 or 0.
A zero. Goonies.
Oh, fuck! God damn it, Brent! God damn it!
I'm done. I'm
Oh,
done.
that's what I was doing.
Oh, man. Fuck.
I said 0.
Yeah, he had the bet. He had the bet.
Oh, I thought we were done. I had the movie.
Through the darkness of episodes past, the contestant longs to see one chance out between two tracks. Film war with me. We lived amongst the cinephiles. I think you say video rental store. We lived above it. I mean it like it is, like it sounds. I too was once touched by the silver screen, the big chill on liquid LSD. Oh, but when I saw the face of Klein, I was changed. Watched his entire filmography. My name is Shay. His name is also Shay. 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 Can you hear me? When I catch you with my letterbox, you may think I've gone insane, but I promise you will say Goonies again. Welcome to Filmwar. Let's cut the shit. This is a movie games podcast, so every second not spent playing movie games is a second wasted. We don't say Goonies on this show. If you say the word Goonies aloud at any point, all of your points will be taken away. There's a reason for that, and that reason is toxic masculinity. Our prize for today is a VHS cassette copy of the 1988 film Zelly and Me. It is the on-screen debut of famed director David Lynch. Tonight we have Special Agent Dan Cooper of the FBI. And tonight we have Brent. 9 wins, 7 in a row. How you feeling tonight, champ? That's short for champion.
I feel okay.
This game is called High Law.
In this game, you'll each be guessing whether the average rating for a film on Letterboxd is higher or lower than 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars is the line for all films. You can each get a point for each film, if you guess correctly. First film is from 2010, and that film is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Dan, have you seen it? Do you think it's higher or lower?
I've not seen it, and I'm going to go... God, it sounds like a lower, but it could be a trick. I'm just going to say lower. We'll go lower.
Dan says low. Brent, what do you say? Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
I think it should be higher, so I'm going to go with higher.
Brent says higher. 3.6 stars.
You
Brent gets another
son
point. Right there on the line.
Golly.
Okay, the next film is from...
I think you'd get a kick out of that movie, Dan.
Cool.
Yeah, Dan,
I'll
I
throw
think
it
you
in
would
the
like
queue.
that.
Yeah, I love it.
Brent, care to explain the plot of it?
2 rednecks come across a cabin in the woods like movie feel with zombies, but everybody thinks the 2 rednecks are the monsters, and it's just overall decent comedy.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
It is.
throw that
It's a good
in.
one.
Hell yeah.
The next film is from 2020, and that film is Possessor, a film made by David Cronenberg's son.
Oh boy.
Brent, do you think it's higher or lower than 3.5 stars on
Man,
Letterboxd?
it should be higher, but I'm gonna go with higher. It better.
Brent
be
says high. Dan, what do you say? Possessor. Have you seen the film? Have you heard of it?
Fantastic
I have
fucking movie.
Well, see, there's another one. I that's my that's why I'm here, because it's not
Yeah,
to
adding a lot of...
it's not to win or to score points. It's to
Right. It's to build up your queue.
Yeah, to fill
Correct,
up my
yeah.
queue, and then maybe in the redo or something. I don't know.
All right, Brent.
I'm gonna go against the grain on this one. Brent said higher. I'm gonna go lower.
Dan says low. Brent, would you if there's any film I would want you to describe the plot to, it's Possessor. So please do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, layman's terms, you would just say it has been created that people can enter other people's bodies and take over their persona.
Right?
But once you throw in the Cronenberg aspect and the visual aspects of the movie itself and the plot itself, it becomes a much more very Lynchian film, in fact, I would say.
Ooh, that's our word of the day.
Ding, 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 ding.
It was higher. Brent gets another point.
Shit.
3.6 stars. Another one right there on the line.
Not high enough.
No, it's not. I
I am
think
not
that I have
high
it-
enough.
Huh.
I-
Okay.
Let me out.
I think I have it at a solid 5 stars. I think I went all the way on that one on Letterboxd. Might have been the thing that bumped it over 3.5. You never know. All right, the next film is from 2019. Us, the Jordan Peele film about family bonding. Brent, do you think it's higher or lower?
I can't tell if this is a tricky trick. I think it should be lower.
Brent says low.
Lower.
Man,
Lower.
Brent's saying low.
I agree with you, Brent. I think it should be lower. It's one that I have seen. I was a little unimpressed.
Didn't
by
like it.
I didn't.
You know, I'd say that is a common opinion. I, however, disagree. I like the film.
Yeah.
I like to tell the twist.
I'll just fall farther behind, I guess. I'm going to go opposite of Brent on this one, too. I'm going to have to go higher, even though I think it's
Dan's
lower.
saying high.
Yeah.
Dan gets his first point. It was 3.7 stars.
Thank
Fuck this shit.
Yeah. Hey. He's like, Brent's like Florida State when they play like, Evergreen College in the first game of the year. And like, God forbid I score like a field goal.
I'm more mad about the 3.7 than I am about you getting a point.
What would you rate it then, Brent? Tell Jordan Peele. Talk to him directly through your
I
camera.
mean,
Jordan
I feel
Peele.
like I should go on my letterbox just to make sure I'm saying what. I would give it a solid 3.
Solid
There are
3.
Aspects
Okay.
I liked about the movie. I think he's a
Better
brilliant
than
horror.
average.
I think he's a brilliant horror writer. I can't wait
Have
to
you
see
seen
the
Nope?
new one.
No, I haven't yet, but I really liked Get Out.
Yeah. I think he has not made a
I think
bad
that
film
is
yet.
that is where I lost a bit of. That's where it loses points with me after coming off such a high like that. And it wasn't really the movie itself. It was just the ending plot, which I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't know. That one just really threw me for a loop.
I really like that one. Moving
I've heard
on.
the,
19.
I've heard the new one's really good.
Yeah, Nope is also very good. I think you're definitely gonna like Nope more than you liked Us, but I would say that it also has third act problems that I think you might be able to
That's what I heard.
hone in on. 1932. Freaks. Do you know the film?
Only
Alright.
from Sopranos.
Brent says hi. Brent says hi. Dan, what do you say?
I think Filmophiles like that one. I'm going to go high as well to keep up.
3.9 stars. Everybody gets a point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's high. It's obviously a beloved classic.
Sure.
I was introduced to that film at a very early age. That might explain a lot.
Google gobble.
This film's from 2015, and it is Bone Tomahawk, the cannibal western starring Kurt Russell. Dan,
I've
do you
never
think it's
seen
higher or lower?
I have not seen it. Cannibal Western with Kurt Russell. Sounds.
Do you?
Automatic.
I'm
cult
not.
hit.
No, I'm not. I just looked over to the side because I knew that she'd entertain those words of nothing
You've got
else.
someone else giving you answers
No,
from off
in
camera.
fact,
That's fine.
Cheater.
That's fine. You know,
And
I'm
we originally
still-
were gonna have.
And I'm still doing this.
We were originally
poorly.
gonna have 3 contestants.
This is
So
like, yeah, why don't
you know,
we
if she
just
wants to join?
That's what I told her,
This
but
is-
she'd have to be on the crappy camera and mic, and I'm not sure how the audio would work out. Or anything.
All right, we'll get her back soon. I know
know.
she's knows her movies.
Yeah.
Bone
It's like
Tomahawk,
that
higher or lower?
Chess
Dan?
game
does.
with a
I'm
vibrator.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go lower. I will go lower on that one.
Dan says low. Brent, what do you say?
These have all been high so far, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, 4
I
highs
just
in a
feel
row.
like this is gonna be an instant cult classic. I'm gonna go higher.
Brent's saying hi, and he gets a point for it. 3.6, another one right there on the line.
Sometimes you play the game, sometimes the game plays you, Dan.
Lately, that's been the case.
All right, last film for this game is from 2006, and it is Inland Empire, the David Lynch classic. Brent, do you think it's higher or lower than 3.5 stars on Letterboxd?
Lower.
Brent saying low.
I'm gonna go high.
Dan saying high. Dan gets another point. Of course it's over 3.5 stars. 3.8.
On the board.
Better not be checking IMDb. Last guy did that. Didn't work out so well for him. Police came, they asked what happened. I said, come to read what he's been selling. They said, fucker's been selling some pretty heavy shit.
Honey, I usually pay for that kind of attention.
Brent, pay attention. Get off your phone. What are you doing?
This game is called The Imposter.
For this game, I'll be naming a film and 3 actors. 2 of those actors are actually in the film. The third is not. They're the imposter. It's up to you to figure out who the imposter of each group is. Dan, you're up first. Your film is from 2001. 13 Ghosts. Your cast is F. Murray Abraham, Crispin Glover, Shannon Elizabeth. Who was not in 13 Ghosts?
I'm gonna have to go with F. Scott Fitzgerald.
F. Murray Abraham. F. Murray Abraham, unfortunately, was in that film. As funny as that was.
Not. Scott
No
Fitzgerald was
point for
not.
Dan. Yeah, F. Scott Fitzgerald was not in that film.
He was
but-
not. I was kind of partly true.
Yeah, no, yeah, you have to choose the actors that I give you. You don't get to just name any actor.
I'm just trying to
Sophie
do strategy.
Turner.
I've been losing so much, man. I'm just trying to be creative.
Be creative. That's great. Great strategy. Brent, your film is from 2006. Slither, the James Gunn film. Your cast is Chris Pratt, Michael Rooker, Jenna Fisher. Who was not in Slither?
Higher.
You can't use my strategy against me.
Chris Pratt.
Please do not sing Creed lyrics on this show. You get a point. Chris Pratt was not in Slither.
Can we hum?
Another point for Brent.
Absolutely favorite movies.
Can we hum a melody?
You know how many times I say that each podcast? That's absolutely one of my favorite movies.
We do that a lot here on this show. We like movies. Is that so bad? There's so many people out there on the internet that just shit talk movies all the time. Dan, your second film is from 2003, Gothica. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
Nope.
Okay.
Blue eyes. Blue eyes.
Your cast is Laura Dern, Robert Downey Jr., Penelope Cruz. Who was not in Gothica?
I know this.
Oh, Penelope Cruz. I'm gonna say Penelope Cruz.
Fortunately, Laura Dern was not in that movie, and it would have made it better if she was. No point for Dan. Brent, your film is from 1990, Wild at Heart, the David Lynch classic. Your cast is Chris Isaac, Willem Dafoe, Crispin Glover. Who do you think was not in Wild at Heart?
Crispin Glover.
Final answer?
Yes.
Incorrect. Chris Isaac was not in Wild at Heart. No point for Brent.
I'm dogging all the Lynch movies.
Be very careful there, Brent. You don't want to blow this thing. Not on Christmas.
It's October.
This game is called Multiverse Theta.
I'm going to give you a rundown on a film that was almost made, including plot, potential cast, why it didn't get made, some other tidbits that I picked up. Some of these films are real tales from development hell. Others are 100% bullshit made up by me. It's up to you to figure out which is real and which is fake. Here's our first one. David Lynch and writer-producer Mark Frost have a long history together. They both served as co-creators on Twin Peaks, a television show loved by many. Their first collaboration also revolved around the death of a beautiful blonde woman, Marilyn Monroe. The film would have been based on a book by Anthony Summer, and due to legal reasons, Monroe's name would have been changed to Rosalind Ramsey. Dubbed both Goddess and Venus Descending, it would have focused on the last few months of Monroe's life before she was killed by Bobby Kennedy. which is also the reason why the project never moved forward. Dan, do you think that's real or fake?
Yeah, I think it's aligns with everything I've heard.
All right. Dan says
I'm gonna
it's
say real.
Brent, what do you say?
Higher. Real. Real.
That was a real David Lynch project. Both of you
The
guys.
face you made my whole night.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. Have you ever read The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka? The story is
Yes.
obviously a huge inspiration for directors such as David Lynch, David Cronenberg, other directors named David. Lynch has been trying to make a film of the story since the early 1980s, when the cost of showcasing a man turning into a giant bug would have been very prohibitive. Some would say impossible. Though the project never went in front of the cameras, Lynch has said of the novella, it's a story that millions of people have read and about 100,000 people have written about, and each one has seen it from a slightly different angle, but it's just rich with things. But there's a certain kind of dark humor that I love about Kafka, and it is his stuff that thrills me to my soul. It's just a completely perfect mood and story and characters. I like pretty nearly everything about it. Do you think that was a real project or a fake project, Brent?
That is a real project, Shay.
Brent says real. Dan, what do you say?
I'm gonna say that sounds legit.
It was real. Both of you guys get points. He has been trying to make the Metamorphosis for a long time.
I actually knew that.
Okay, we got one more of these before we move on. But you guys have both gotten all the points here so far. So, one last almost made project by David Lynch. Co-written with Robert Engels, another frequent collaborator, Dream of the Bovine was a comedy screenplay that focused on three men who were once cows. They are still doing cow things, but now in the bodies of men. It was once described as existential Marx Brothers. Originally planned as a TV show, the film would have featured Harry Dean Stanton as one of the cow men, and the team approached Marlon Brando to star as well. To which Brando called it pretentious bullshit. Brando did offer a different project for Stanton and himself, in which they would dress in drag and drink tea together while ad-libbing. Neither project moved forward. Dan, do you think that's real or fake?
Holy shit. God, that's thick. Either way, I'm gonna go fake. I'm gonna go fake on that one.
Dan saying fake.
Yeah.
Brent, what do you say?
That is another real project, Shay.
Brent saying real. It was real.
Son
Those
of a
were all real tonight. No
bitch.
fake ones. David Lynch has a lot of projects that he has worked on over the years that never got made, one reason or another.
Man.
Yeah. All right. At the end.
This game is called Meetings and Failures of Meetings.
I'll always tell you the title of a popular film, but it'll be the name is released as in another country, and you have to guess which movie it is. You can each answer whenever you want, so just yell it out as soon as you know it. There's no demerit for wrong answers. Okay, Dan, do you want a film from 1974 or 1978?
78.
1978. What 1978 film was released in France with the title The Night of the Masks?
Halloween.
Halloween's correct. Dan gets a point.
Hell yeah.
Is this a blurred out one or is this a one at a time one?
No, you can see it. Blurt out. I just said
Shit.
you
One at
can
a
yell
time
out.
in it.
There's no demerit for wrong answers.
Hell yeah.
Halloween.
Higher.
If only you'd been about 20 seconds. Can you take me?
High enough.
No.
Can you fly me over yesterday?
He teed up a Creed callback for you and you swung and missed.
Yeah,
I think that was his intent. Yeah.
Oh.
You remember he does whatever he can to annoy me on this fucking show.
Yeah. He's here. I
I've made him a champion. He was nothing before me.
Higher.
Brent, 1974 and 1979.
79.
1979. What 1979 film was released in Sweden with the title The House Which God Forgot?
Poltergeist.
Incorrect.
Amityville Horror.
That's correct. Brent gets another point. It was the Amityville Horror.
Bang bang! Bang bang!
Excited about that one.
Yeah.
This next film is from 1974. What 1974 film was released in Germany with the title Blood Judgment in Texas?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Chainsaw Massacre.
I'm going to give the point to Dan. You're from behind anyway.
Dan. Higher.
What bit is this?
What did Ty kept saying last show I was on? He kept saying
I
something.
don't remember. You don't remember what it was?
Rhymed with, it was something about Looney Tunes or.
It's one of Shay's favorite movies.
Yeah.
Booney Foons.
Yeah.
Yes, my favorite movie.
Yeah. Well.
This film is from 1997. What 1997 film was released in Romania with the title, and I urge you both to pay attention, Metamorphosis?
Metamorphosis.
The Fly.
Incorrect.
Metamorphosis.
Incorrect.
The fucking.
What year?
97.
1997.
Fucking. Shit, man.
Shit Man is incorrect.
La.
That 1997 film was released in Romania with the title Metamorphosis is Lost Highway. Another David Lynch
I was
classic.
scanning through and I wouldn't have never got. I'm so bad at film.
Don't fret, Brent. None of this matters. You're not even really here.
Hello?
Yeah,
Who's this?
you.
Me?
Yep.
Cool. Hey, want to do that thing we've always dreamed about?
Brent, who are you talking to?
Who is he? Who are you? Who am I? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know me.
You went into Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit there.
Yeah. Bloxy.
This game is called by any other name.
This game is called By Any Other Name. For
I
this
don't
game,
know
I'll be
him.
detailing an entire plot to you, and you will have to guess which film I am referring to. Sounds easy, right? Well, not quite, gentlemen. I will transpose the character's name with a different character the actor has also portrayed. Dan, do you want a film from 1992 or 1997?
97.
1997. Perry White tries to keep a murderous Dr. Alan Grant at bay after they interact with an abandoned ship.
Malice.
Incorrect. Perry White tries to keep a murderous Dr. Alan Grant at bay after they interact with an abandoned ship.
Ghost Ship.
1990.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Not
Brent,
the
you got it.
Abyss. The Hell movie. Oh no, what's going on here? How come I can't? I talk about this movie all the time.
I know you do.
You should get points taken away for not being able to get it.
Yeah, you know what?
It's bullshit.
Event Horizon, Event Horizon, Event Horizon.
Event Horizon is correct. I was just about to call time, Brent, so good job. Fantastic movie. Brent's one of Brent's favorites.
I know. That almost killed me.
All right, Brent, do you want a film from 1992 or 2002?
92.
1992. David Dunn is torn between Julia Child and Mrs. Claus when they are tempted with a serum created by Dorothy Valens.
Love Potion number 9.
Incorrect.
Say it
David
again.
Dunn is torn between Julia Child and Mrs. Claus when they are tempted with a serum created by Dorothy Valens.
The Invisible Man.
Incorrect. I saw this movie with my father. It's the first movie he ever took to see me. It's the first movie he ever took me to see.
The first time he ever saw you.
And once you figure out what movie is, I think that's going to be very disturbing.
Ghostbusters.
Incorrect. That film was Death Becomes Her.
Ah,
Bruce Willis. Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Great film. Okay, this film is from 2002. Jonathan Crane, Matt Jameson, and Tia Dalma fight to stay alive after the dead rise from the grave.
Is it Shaun of the Dead?
Dead Rising.
Incorrect.
28 Days Later.
That's correct. Brent gets another point. It was 28 Days Later.
Shit.
Sheesh, Brent, have you been looking at my answers?
Looking at your assers.
And a big reach.
We ain't got
Because
to
I don't have that nice of an ass? Is that what you're saying, Dan? I got fine ass.
You're
We haven't got
big, expansive man.
like the universe.
Okay, this film is from 2001.
So that gives the new meaning to Across the Universe.
What does?
You're the universe.
Oh, I see. 2001. Diana, Princess... All right, Cactus Jack. 2001. Diana, Princess of Wales, is an aspiring actress who wants to be cast in a film directed by Kevin Garvey.
L.A. Confidential.
Incorrect. 2001, Diana, Princess of Wales, is an aspiring actress who wants to be cast in a film directed by Kevin Garvey. And I urge you to remember the theme of the night.
I just, Mulholland Drive.
That's correct. Brent gets another point.
I just confused the two of those for a second.
Howdy.
Howdy to you.
Good episode so far. Sure want to thank you for coming all the way down here from your fancy bungalow.
Trying to do a game here.
Oh, sorry. Don't want to take up too much of your time. You seem anxious. Are you an anxious kind of guy?
No, man. Not really.
Now, did you answer that way because you thought it's what I wanted to hear? Or did you look in your heart and answer truthfully?
I answer truthfully.
Are you lying?
What the fuck do you want?
Nothing. Just wanted to distract you long enough for Dan to get that point. Another point for Dan. A Serbian film was correct.
I knew it.
God damn it!
This game is called Mergers and Acquisitions.
This next game is called Mergers and Acquisitions. I'll be giving you each the titles of 2 films, and you have to take those films and merge them into one cohesive plot. You'll each get a chance to wow me, and I'll choose my favorite of the 2 pitches and award 1 point. Dan, you're up first. Your films are The Ring and The Bucket List.
There's this young girl, and she sets out to make a.
Why'd you immediately start laughing, Brent?
To make a TikTok video, out in the woods, dancing around, being a goofball. She falls down into this ravine, and comes across this big concrete cylinder, like top of a well thing, but
Okay.
Kids don't know what it is. So
Right,
up the hill she goes, and she
To fetch a pail of water?
well, she's just going back home. She's going back home.
Okay.
And these fucking hipster idiots are out making a TikTok of their own, and they're dancing around and doing their thing, and she gets involved with them, and all of a sudden we got all these characters, and they're making these TikToks, but she feels this drive to get them all aligned on this. We got to accomplish something. We got to accomplish something more than these TikToks, guys. I've got these things I want to accomplish in life. And they're like, no, we're just going to do the TikToks. She goes home. She's a little discouraged. She's like, man, is there more to life? And in her dreams, this girl haunts her and says, yeah, there is. You need to go back down to that big cylinder. And she's like, what are we doing here? So she's intrigued. Couple weeks go by. Couple weeks go by. Yeah, exactly. Couple weeks go by, and she's trying to make something of herself. She's reading self-help books, all sorts of things. She's done with the TikToks now. And then she sees these goofballs out and about, and she's trying to convince them one more time. She's like, I've come all this way, guys. I've made all this progress, and they scorn her. And then you go, oh God, this isn't good. So she's laying in bed that night. She's thinking about it, and here comes the cylinder dream again. And except it's one of the people, and they're down there, and they're like, I'm fucking dying. Oh shit! And she's like, oh shit, I don't want them to die just because they won't get their shit together. But the TikTok moves and stuff don't save them. They just die. They drown in the fucking well. And you go, oh shit. So she's got a dilemma. Do I save all these goofballs doing TikToks that end up in the bottom of the well, like 8 deep? She's like, I got to do something about it. So
well, I feel like that problem's going to eventually figure itself out as the well gets hot, fuller and fuller.
I don't know. People just keep ending up down there. So it's up to her.
The devil's well.
Yeah, man. It's up to her. She got to go down there. She got to figure it out. So here we go. She's back down. She puts it on TikTok, ironically, because she wants to be a hero. She goes down there, she moves the cylinder, and she slips, and she falls in, and she live streams her death. Bucket list meets the ring. She is the girl in the well.
That's
warning herself.
Clever twist there at the end.
Of her own death.
Definitely didn't see it coming. Okay, so who plays the main girl?
Higher.
Well, I think we're gonna go with the redheaded girl from Game of Thrones.
What's her name there, Brent?
Me?
That's your girl, Brent?
Yeah, what's her name? The redheaded girl from Game of Thrones. What is her name?
From Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me, Brent?
I don't watch Game of
Thrones.
Are
you doing a bit?
Is this?
It's Sophie fucking Turner.
Yeah, Sophie Turner. I wanted to say something Taylor. Yeah, that's it. Sophie
You
Turner.
Stupid son of a bitch.
I don't understand. Why was I supposed to know that?
You
Sophie
fucking
Turner.
yell out Sophie Turner's name all the time.
I understand that, but I don't watch Game of Thrones.
But how do you... Okay, I'm sorry. How do you know Sophie Turner just as Joe Jonas's wife?
X-Men?
X-Men. Okay,
Brent.
yeah, I guess I forgot about X-Men. Man, what a tremendous opportunity wasted.
Well, let's go back.
Okay, Sophie Turner plays the main girl that we follow. Who plays the girl?
Bang, bang.
So we see the well girl come to her in her dreams. So Sophie Turner is also playing that role because it's the same person.
It's Julianne
She's just
Moore.
in makeup.
No, it's Julianne Moore. It's an older version of her. She's been in the well for who knows how long. Yeah.
Are you trying to turn me on with this movie?
I'm trying to get Brent to go.
Why? Because there's 2 women at the bottom of a well?
Sophie Turner and
Julianne Moore at the bottom of a well, Brent.
This is like a dream fantasy
It's called
of mine.
The Bucket List for a reason.
I'd like to buck that list.
All right.
I'd put a buck on that list.
He's taking a ring down with him in a bucket into the well to give to one of them. I love you.
But it's
This is Brent that's
the third act. That's in the credits. That's the
ring is
that's
actually
the end credits.
the ring is actually on my shaft.
Yeah, it's a cock ring. You know it had to be. You know it had to be.
And there's only one way to get it off.
That's the tagline. That is such a great tagline to that. There's only one way to get it off. The
Has to
ring.
get it off.
The bucket list ring.
Oh man.
Yeah. I love that. That's fucking great.
All right, good pitch, Dan. It got
That's
quite
worth, like,
perverted there at the end.
10
but
points. That's got to be worth 10 or 12.
I'll deliver points at the end of the
All
round.
right. I was going to say, it's got to catch
Brent,
me right up.
are you ready? Brent, are you ready for the name of your two films?
Nope.
Brent, the name of your two films are Red State and Blue Velvet.
Pressure's on.
No, shut up. Hold on. Red State and Blue Velvet, if I may say, might be one of the best pitches I ever come up with.
And what it's going to be is about a young Bruce Springsteen coming out of his hometown, Red State, Blue Velvet, and nothing but his jeans and a song in his heart to take the world by storm.
So it's a Bruce Springsteen biopic,
Yeah, with a little bit of exaggeration here and there.
Took a
right?
midnight
Who plays Bruce Springsteen?
Who plays Bruce Springsteen, you ask?
Well, if you don't mind me saying so, I think the best Bruce Springsteen in the world would be, oh man, I wish I could have came up with that quicker. Kevin James.
Kevin James as Bruce Springsteen. Okay, he's done dramatic work now. He was in that that movie about being a he was a Nazi in the woods. I forget the
Oh,
name of it
right,
was,
yeah,
but-
with the daughter.
Becky
or
is
killing
what it's called.
Not daughter, but robbing the house.
Right.
Which is kind of red state in itself, right? Where's Bruce Springsteen from? He is from a red state, right?
He's from New Jersey, which I don't think is.
It is no.
What
It's,
about
it,
when-
it,
Jersey
it
is-
can be.
Jersey's a blue state.
Yeah,
When he
it
was
can be.
born. What was it when he was...
I think Jersey's always been a very pro working class.
All right, well,
state,
let's
so I would assume
move.
it's
Let's say Bruce Springsteen grew up in the middle of Alabama.
so. This is a multiversal Bruce Springsteen movie.
His name is actually Spruce Springsteen,
Bruce Springsteen.
and he's Jewish.
It is Jewish. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Jewish.
Come on. It's obvious.
Because you changed the inflection of his
With it-
last name, suddenly he's Jewish. now?
He loves a good pair of Levi's,
I was just gonna say with a name
Who
like
doesn't?
Spruce.
And he goes around calling him his Blue Velvet.
and everyone's like, Velvet feels 100 times better, right? He's like, I know what I said.
So this is
Doubling down.
this is a multiversal Jewish Bruce Springsteen that grew up in a red state that also has trouble.
Difference between cloths.
Yeah, has no wherewithal of cloth whatsoever. Is this leather? It's fucking like silk, Yeah.
Have you guys ever tried Blue Velvet? And then he just hangs up a pair of dungarees.
He's got
Oh, so he's doing commercials?
Yeah. Once he takes off, of course.
Instead of like Brett Favre, it's fucking Spruce
They come
Springsteen.
up with a line of jeans called Blue Velvet.
It's pretty good.
All right, I'm giving all the points to Dan there. This actually had a lot of a good plot. Yours is just, I think you just wanted to riff on Bruce Springsteen there for a few minutes.
This is a Michael Bay film.
I
All
support a
fluff.
working man.
All fluff and no story.
Who do you think is going to get the better numbers at the box office, sweetheart?
Well, I think Julianne Moore and Sophie Turner at the bottom of a well.
I'm
for
putting
sure.
both of them in my movie too.
I'd go see it.
Are they still at the bottom of a well?
They're gonna play the pant legs.
This game is called Movie Draft.
All right, this game is our last game. It is called Movie Draft. Using a special, secret mathematical formula, I have assigned each movie a score. Our contestants will choose one movie from each group of 5 for 5 rounds. At the end, we will add all 5 movies up, and whoever has the highest final score will receive points. This formula takes into account financial, critical, technical, and audience success. There are no negative numbers. The lowest score a film can receive is 1.
What do you think if I were to have a wardrobe malfunction?
I'd cut it out. Unless it was funny.
That's
So
what
if you're going to
she-
do it, make
That's
me
what
laugh.
she said.
What was the woman that you were talking to, Joey from Full House?
I'd cut it out.
Our first
Remember
category.
that little beaver puppet he had?
Okay, well, all right. I have no idea where you're going with this. I don't know if it's a bit, so I'm just going to steer clear. Our first category is aquatic horror. The films you have to choose from are Deep Blue Sea, Below, Sphere, Open Water, and Deep Rising. Dan, you go first.
First one you named off, the
Deep Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea, yes.
Dan is choosing Deep Blue Sea. Brent, do you need to hear him, or do you have a choice?
Sphere.
Sphere is Brent's choice. Our next category is adventure horror. The films you have available to choose from are The Mummy from 1999, Annihilation, Monsters, King Kong from 2005, and Anaconda. Brent, you get first pick here. Which one are you choosing?
Mummy.
Brent says The Mummy. Dan, what do you say?
Monsters.
Monsters, Dan says. Starring the great Scoot McNairy.
Scooter.
Our next category is found footage movies. Daniel going first. Your choices are Lake Mungo, Grave Encounters, The Blair Witch Project, The Last Exorcism, and Paranormal Activity. Which one do you choose?
Paranormal Activity.
Good choice. Dan chooses Paranormal Activity. Brent, what are you choosing?
Blair Witch.
Of course.
You guys certainly keyed in on the two best ones there. All right, Brent, you'll be going first for this category, and it is surrealist horror. Your choices are Hereditary, The Witch, Black Swan, Under the Skin, and The Lighthouse. Which one are you choosing? Good choices there.
Black Swan.
Black Swan, Brent says. Dan, what do you say?
Hereditary.
Dan says Hereditary. Okay, and our last category is cannibals. The movies you have to choose from are Ravenous, Hannibal Rising, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, Manhunter, and Bone Tomahawk, which we've already discussed once tonight. Dan, which one are you choosing? Who's your cannibal film?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Dan says Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Brent, what do you say?
Hannibal.
Hannibal Rising?
Yeah.
Brent chooses Hannibal Rising, the worst of the Hannibal Lecter films.
That's why I didn't pick it.
At the end of movie draft, Dan has 16 points. Brent has 18.
Ugh.
And unfortunately, that is the end of the game.
Bang, bang,
we have a champion.
bang, bang.
Man, 10 wins, huh? That's fun.
I'm
You're
looking
doing
for a
a good
groom.
job there, Brent.
This bride needs a groom.
This bride needs a bullet in the head.
Listen here, you funkhausen, fucking nipple face looking,
No chin having, mustache growing, Shawn Michaels impregnated baby mama looking motherfucker. Adam's apple as big as the fucking New York State Empire building having motherfucker.
I let you on my show. This isn't your show. Yeah, you get to come on here and you just get to fucking sit there and make jokes.
You know what? Your mother's so pretty, I'd fuck her before David Lynch.
How dare you speak ill of David Lynch? I've seen my mother. David Lynch would be a much better lay. You know what? I've had just about enough of you, Brent.
I'm not a contestant. I'm a human being. I'm a man.
Wait, did you just kill Brent?
There are consequences to one's actions, and there certainly would be consequences for wrong actions. Dark they would be, and inescapable.
Could you elaborate on that?
No, I won't.
People are frightened by what they don't understand.
That's all for Filmwar. We have a new champion. All hail Brent. I'll make sure to FedEx this tape to the abyss. Follow us on Twitter at The Filmwar, on Instagram at The Filmwar Pod, and on our subreddit, r/Filmwar. We also have a Facebook page if you still have one of those, and a website, thefilmwar.com. You can watch all of our episodes on YouTube, and I hope you are, because you're probably really fucking confused if you're not. Rate us, share us, kiss us, thrill us. We'll see you next week. Until then, Godspeed.
Filmwar, a 1,000-yard stare production.